Hi, so today I want to follow up with the next exercise that comes after what we did in the last video, which was about customer segments and buyer personas. So the last video we used this template, and this template was used to explore an ideal customer or a buyer persona. And we filled it out together, and we explored how to really step into their shoes, how to understand what they're all about. And that was the template that we used last time. So if you want to explore this, then please go back to the previous video. We are going to do in this video an AI exercise, a ChatGPT exercise, exploring and interviewing this customer segment, which is very useful in your entrepreneurship workshops or your entrepreneurship classes, because now with all the possibilities of AI, we don't need to literally get out of the building anymore to get our first insights. It's indispensable a little bit later on, but first we can simulate the customer interviewing process through AI, and that will give us a lot of insights. We can pivot, we can adjust anything we need just before really talking to real potential customers. And that gives us a very big advantage. And it's also a very cool exercise to integrate into your entrepreneurship classes or your workshops, because you can do it right away. You can provide feedback right away about how to talk with customers, how to get over like the obstacle before talking with customers, how to get the right insights. So that's what we're going to do today. We will use the information that we created in the last exercise, in the last video. So please look back to that video if you want to know more. We had, just to remind you, we had filled in this, which was about a game, a collaborative board game for children. So this is how we explored our buyer persona in this case. And now we are going to go to ChatGPT to explore how to interview, how to simulate an interview, and how to get the right insights out. So this is ChatGPT, and we are going to start a conversation. We are going to prompt ChatGPT to act as a potential customer. So first we need to explain what we are trying to do, what our role is in this initiative, and then we are going to use the information that we created in the template. I just literally copy pasted it from the template into the text, and just to save time, I've done that already. So first I'm explaining I'm the founder of a company that produces collaborative games for young children. And I want to explore the habits and the motivations concerning the purchase and use of board games for my potential customers, right? So act as a potential customer. This is their profile. So this is the profile that I just literally copy pasted from what we did last time on the template of our buyer persona. So it's about Sarah. And she's a mother, and she likes to engage a lot with her children. It's very important to her to engage them in activities, and she likes personal development a lot. So that's what she is all about. And then I'm telling the AI that I am going to interview them about the habits and motivations concerning education, board games, and in general activities with children, right, with Sarah's children. Please answer through specific examples and stories rather than generic answers. That's very important to add, because at this point we want to get to know people's habits and motivations, not ask them if they would like this product. And that's a very common mistake in entrepreneurship classes and in any type of innovation classes, that students will come up with, oh, my friends liked it, so it's going to be a success in the market. Well, we know it's not like that, right? So we are going to ask this AI for specific examples and stories rather than generic answers. We can also specify it a little bit later on to be more critical and to be more specific, maybe we have to remind it a couple of times of that to get some real information or some simulated but very specific information out of it. So let's start with the first question. Let's start with the first question. And AI and ChatGPT tend to be quite positive about things and quite encouraging. That's the side of AI that we don't want to get out right now. We're not interested in something encouraging that says, oh wow, that's a cool project, keep on going. We really want specific answers and specific stories. So let's start with the first question. When was the last time you bought a board game to play with your family? What board game was it? So let's see what it comes up with. Okay, great. So ChatGPT understood our prompt and is acting as Sarah now, Sarah, our potential customer. And she is telling that the last time she bought a board game for her family was about 3 months ago, right before the Hollywood season. They decided upon it together, I suppose. The children 8 and 11 have shown a keen interest in mythical creatures and adventures. They chose it because it's not just about luck, it requires thinking, so that's important for Sarah. It also offered a learning experience, and the game has become a family favorite. We've spent several evenings around the table immersed in a fantasy world. Okay, so that's great. Were there things you didn't like about the game? Okay, so now it's starting to describe some challenges that they found. Okay, so it may not have been as suitable for the younger child. They had to spend some extra time explaining the aspect of luck. And overall, it's been a positive addition to the family game nights. That's great. Cool. So let's explore some more. How frequently? Let's specify that. How many board games have you bought for your family over the last year? Have you bought any as presents as well? So let's see if Sarah has a habit of buying presents, buying board games as presents, and how many board games actually she buys. So approximately 5 board games specifically for family use. Okay, so they quite like games. Let's now... Okay, so sometimes they buy them as presents as well. So she finds it important to promote quality family time, development of critical thinking and social skills. And she believes that board games are a wonderful tool for this, offering fun and engaging way to learn and grow together. That's great. How much money does she spend on this? Yeah, she prioritizes quality and educational value. So that was quite clear from the answer already. This confirms that implicit assumption. So on average, she spends between $25 and $50 on board games on each board game. But she does take sales and discounts into account and eventually second-hand options. Okay, that's great information. So this way, as you can see, you can get lots of insights for your business model and about your potential customer. So that will really help to get your value proposition and to refine your channels and to adjust your buyer persona, because that way you can get a better view of who you're targeting. Eventually, you'll have to get out of the building, right? You'll have to send your students or send your entrepreneur participants out of the building to talk with customers, getting this type of information. But the AI can already give you so much insights and so many adjustments to your value proposition, your buyer persona. You can continue this if you want with a channel. Where do you usually buy these games? And how do you find out which ones suit your interests? So then we get a little bit more channel information. This way we can really adjust the business model. You can repeat the AI exercise, maybe a couple of times also. If you have a B2B customer segment, then you might want to interview or simulate the interviews with different roles within your decision making, your buying process. And that way you can really get a lot of insights out to adjust your business model before actually talking with customers. So you can advance your business model a lot before that and get the right information also to your customers. So this is an exercise you can very easily integrate with your workshops, with your classes, the same way as I'm doing right now. Get the right insights out of the information that the AI tells you, and integrate that into business models. So I hope this is useful to you. Let me know how it goes. Subscribe to the channel if you want more exercises like this, and let me know how things go for you and your entrepreneurs or your students.